Oh, all that's left are the reject mysteries. Damn you, Sherlock Holmes. Not today. Oh, good. Aunt Miranda's not bothering us for change. I swear she's bothered us for like the last 5 mysteries. Oh, no, wait, never mind. Never mind, there she is. Jennifer and Carson, I've been researching old legacies from hundreds of years ago. I've discovered a smashing one. Would it make a great story? Legacies? What's a legacy, Aunt Miranda? A legacy is anything that is passed down through a family, from one generation to another. It's another way of describing something you inherit from your family. I'm glad I didn't inherit your gingerness. Oh, wait, Jennifer and Aunt Miranda aren't actually related by blood. Oh, isn't that a really disturbing thought? That Uncle Basil's brother is Jennifer's dad? I bet they look exactly the same. These old legacies are rewards that towns gave to families of people who were heroes or did other special things. They gave a reward to a whole family, so anyone born in that family forever gets rewarded? You know the Eagles didn't do shit. Something like that. I'll tell you more when you get here. I need your help to finish my research. Please come round to the British Library at the British Museum straight away. Cool, we're on our way, Aunt Miranda. Wow, I don't remember her being so needy. It's like, come help me finish my article again. I know you've done it for the last 5 days, but I really appreciate it. What's up? Aunt Miranda's talking with that policewoman. Why did she call PC Bardbrook? Like, hey, I'm gonna get a beat cop to come look at this. I've examined the law Miss Eagle has found, and it seems quite valid. But does anyone make shields and armor these days? I suspect not. Carson and Jennifer, this is Officer Bardbrook from the London neighborhood of Hampstead. She says this ancient proclamation I found is still in effect. Like, shouldn't you go find a lawyer or something? Not like a police constable? God, you are the worst reporter, Aunt Miranda. Why did I never see this before? According to the law, any makers of shields can claim a prize from the people of Hampstead once every 100 years, but they must descend from a family of shield makers. The proclamation describes a lovely old ceremony. They test a shield to see if it's as strong as ancient armor. Then they have a grand party with games and dancing. It should make a great story. Yes! She said the line again. Now my life is complete. But remember, to claim the prize, a person must meet the conditions exactly. The law is the law. Can you children help me out? Find out if anyone around here still makes shields. Maybe we'll discover that their ancestors were shield makers too. I'm just going to sit here on my arse and eat these donuts. Maybe Nigel can assist you. Oh, now you've got your son helping out too. Great. He's gone with one of his friends to Kenilworth Castle to see a medieval fair. Wow, this scroll must be hundreds of years old. It's so old, some of the words are strange. They're spelled very differently than how we spell them today. Fortunately for us, Aunt Miranda has written out a translation. Was it translated by Dennis/David Stalls/Stall? Be it declared forever that I, Bronwyn, wife of Idris of Hampstead, in return for the miracle of my husband's life, direct that all the town of Hampstead shall, every 100 years, celebrate an excellent skill of the shield maker with a celebration. I think that means the shield saved her husband's life, and in return she established Bronwyn's bequest. Once a shield be tested and found good, the maker of shields, if they be descended from shield makers, will be entertained by dancing, music, and sweet singing, and will eat and drink the best wares of Hampstead for a day. Excellent! Yeah. All we have to do is find a maker of shields whose parents or grandparents or great-great-grandparents made shields, and Aunt Miranda will have her party. She's not even writing an article, she just wants a party. Yes, it'd make a great story. I bet it was the same soundbite, too. Hurry up, Carson, or we'll miss our train. He's an old man, leave him alone. To get to Kenilworth Castle, we take the train northwest to Coventry. Nerds. I've always wanted to go to one of these fairs. People dress up, talk, and act like they did in medieval times. All of the fun and none of the bad stuff like plagues and wars. Ew, it's gay. Ugh. Look, people wearing armor. Who made their shields, I wonder? Maybe Nigel and his stupid bitch friend Gay know. We'll tell them what Aunt Miranda has found. An old legacy, eh? Mom startles me sometimes. She'll leave no page unturned on her way to a good story. Yeah, that I have to research. These fairs are amazing. The medieval period in Europe, which people call the Middle Ages, lasted from about 600 AD to 1500 AD, and it ended 500 years ago. But look at all these people dressed up like medieval knights and ladies. Gay and I have just been round to see the smithies, who make the armor and weapons for the fairs. Gay's very keen on all this medieval stuff. She's starting a collection of old swords and daggers. They're fake ones, of course. I'd like a real one so I could stick it in her kidney. 2 of the smithies are here at the fair. Nigel just ignores our comments. But we know another one back in London. He's got a shop at Covent Garden. He makes some really lovely shields. Ugh, Gay. Get lost. Here's something that might help you track people's ancestors. Did you know that your last name may reveal what your family did for a living almost 1,000 years ago? Please stop talking. Right, our family tells the story of Percival Eagle, the falconer. He trained a huge eagle for the king, a most impressive thing to do. That's how our family got the last name Eagle. Yes, and people named Taylor had an ancestor who was a tailor. Clerks were clerks, and so on. Because so many people were smiths, we have a lot of smiths today. God, Gay, no more talking. Let me guess, Gay, one of your ancestors was a great archer. No, don't ask her a question. No, but that was a good guess. My ancestors were skilled makers of bows, which were important weapons at that time. English archers were famous throughout Europe for their accuracy with a longbow. Whew. Don't need to talk to her any more than necessary. Hello, what can I do for you two today? Perhaps an elegant circlet for you, young Guinevere, and a nice shirt of chainmail for your friend. What do you say? This is great, Carson! The people at these medieval fairs even talk like in old times. Let's see if I can sound like a medieval detective. Carson is so scared right now. Nay, sir, my worthy companion and I are on a quest for the best shield in the land. Have you any, pray tell? Alas, young Guinevere, I have no shields, for I make only body armor and the occasional helm. Charles Armour is my name, and armor has been the trade of my family for generations. I guess a helm is another word for helmet. Generations, you say? Do you have ancestors who made armor for a living? All the way back to the Norman conquest in the year 1066, fair maid. And yes, helm is another word for helmet. So educational, thank you. And if you can tell me who became king of England in the year 1066 AD, I'll give you a bracelet of steel for thy wrist, young Guinevere. Cool, we'll try, kind sir. I think we can find that out by looking in our Eagle Eye handbook, even though it's missing in my garage. The chart of monarchs show who ruled England and when for the last 1,000 years. Check your chart of monarchs to find out who ruled England in 1066. Man, I don't freaking know. Damn you, chart of monarchs. Most excellent. For your wisdom, I'll pretend you didn't get it wrong the first time. I grant thee a bracelet of steel for thy wrist, young Guinevere. Cool. How do you think he knew my name, Carson? Could it just be a coincidence because of the old story of Arthur and Guinevere? Guinevere is how they used to say Jennifer, you know.